The trigger math worksheets are now complete, and we can add this information to the target list worksheet. Now, for simplicity here, I'm using the one from the battalion and I'm adding to it. Remember, you gotta write all this information verbatim again on your own target list worksheet. So for us, we have 3 targets here. Okay, so we can write those numbers down so that we don't forget them. So Kilo November 5200, Kilo November 5205, and Kilo November 5210. Okay, so now that we have our three targets there, this document will need to go to the FTC. So we need to tell them what we're doing and who they're targeting. So we know that we're looking for the assault force and the BTRs. So for the first 2 targets, we know we're targeting those BTRs. So platoon or larger, BTR 80. Right? The location for that target is the grid we've been using this whole time. So the 14 Sierra not needed. November Delta 6124 3895. The altitude we would extract from the map, in this case 370. We know that it's a point target, so we don't need an attitude, a length, or a width. WGS 84 must be recorded on each one of these. And then how would we like to attack it? Well, we know we're using for the first target, we know we're looking to shoot that with our FA. Okay, so with FA, I need to pull back out my execution matrix and look at my ammunition. So ammunition per company for the 105 is going to be, we have 2 4 rounds of HE that we can shoot. Okay, so 2 4 rounds of this. So make that in battery if you have a 6-gun battery, which we do in this case. 6 times 4 is 24, but that leaves us no rounds for any targets of opportunity. 6 times 3 is 18, so we could use a battery 3 to support this. Okay, so for here, I'm going to record battery, 3 rounds, and then HE, PD in my remarks. And that completes everything we need for that first target. Our next target, we're targeting the same thing here, platoon or larger. BTR 80s. The grid to our second mission here for Kilo November 5205 is November Delta 6160 3827, altitude again of 370. It's not a linear target, so we need WGS 84. In addition to linear target, if you had a circular target, that information would be recorded there as well. So we know we're using company mortars. So back to our document here, and for the company mortar allocation, we have 40 rounds of HE. Company mortar section has 2 tubes for it. So yes, you could do section 20, and that would be fine. Again, leaving you no rounds for targets of opportunity. So in this case, I'm going to write section 15 HE. Okay, section 15 HE should accomplish that mission. And then our last target. Okay, last target is the FPF. So I'm going to record FPF here. The grid associated with the FPF, let me find my document again for 5210, is going to be November Delta 6124 3895, altitude of 370. WGS 84 gets recorded again. And then for the FPF, we're going to record it as FPF, the unit to fire. Okay, so for us, the mortars are firing this, the battalion mortars, which are the mortars for 1325 infantry, and they are 120 millimeter mortars for the caliber. Okay, well, we've added our 3 targets to the battalion targets already there. We have 7 total targets, and this concludes the target list worksheet.